Welcome, my friends. Today, we're going to talk about the art of failure, the art of failing forward, because there are two dispositions. You can either choose to fail backward or you could choose to fail forward. Which one do you choose? Let me give you some options. You could choose to fail backwards by thinking about the aspect of fear and arrogance, lack of self-awareness, blaming others. You could also be negative in being insecure and feeling lonely and uncertain and resentful and empty. Those are options for how you respond to fear. You could feel disconnected and isolated. You could feel a lack of clarity. You could feel like everything has gone down the tubes and you'll never be able to bounce back. You'll never be able to bounce back from setbacks. It's a mindset. Or you could choose to fail forward. This is where you look at failure as being an opportunity for you to grow. It's an opportunity for you to be flexible and for you to say, perhaps there is a better mousetrap after all. It's an opportunity for you to be accountable, for you to take accountability and to look back and say, what is it that I'm missing? What can I supersize the next time? It's an opportunity for you to learn, for you to understand, for you to be resilient, and for you to experiment. So you choose which one. Are you going to be backward in your failure, or are you going to fail forward? And that's what I call the art of failure. The F is for flexibility, being able to adapt. The A is for being accountable, taking responsibility for your actions. The I is for initiative, taking initiative to try new things. It can help you grow and learn immensely from your failures and get a better result. L, learning. It can be an opportunity for you to learn and grow rather than a setback. U is for understanding what caused the failure, and that could prevent it from happening in the future. And you can train and teach others about how to avoid it. The R is for resilience, being resilient in the face of failure. It can help you with what I call bounce back ability. We need to develop resilience even in the face of adversity. And lastly, experimentation, trying out new ideas and approaches, just like a few of the individuals I'll be speaking about. Number one, flexibility, being adaptable, being open. It helps you remain calm and focused. By embracing flexibility, you can turn failure into an opportunity to try new things. I like the story of Steve Jobs. He was famously fired from Apple, the company that he co-founded back in '85. However, he used his setbacks as an opportunity for an incredible comeback to pursue other interests. And these interests, we know about them today because it's gone down in history, right? Next, which eventually led to his Apple comeback. We call it the second coming of Steve. Next computers that he started was eventually swallowed up by Apple, and his comeback was the beginning of great products that we still use today, including the iPod and the iPhone. You see, I like a quote from Thomas Edison. He said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." It would have been very easy for Steve to say, okay, I guess that's it. I better throw in the towel and go in shame. But no, he returned with a vengeance. And home run after home run, the acquisition of the studio that eventually became Pixar and that was picked up by Disney, the stories are endless. So when you think about failure, think about Steve's flexibility, being able to adapt. Well, I guess I've been kicked out of my company. I better go start another one. How incredible. It is crucial when dealing with failure. Number two, accountability, taking responsibility for your actions. It's important in learning from your mistakes. It helps build trust and credibility with others. When you say, that's my mistake, I'm taking that one, because they see you owning up to your mistakes. And trust me, the people you're leading, you're trying to bypass your errors and say, it wasn't me. They know it was you. So by holding yourself accountable, you are taking control of your life and you're becoming empowered to make positive changes. Oprah, as we know Oprah so well today, she looks so successful and awesome. But don't forget that she was fired from her first television job as a news anchor in Baltimore. And instead of blaming her employer or others, what did she do? She took accountability for her lack of experience, and she worked hard to develop her game. She improved her craft, and this led eventually to her becoming a successful show host and media mogul. Next, we talk about initiative, taking the initiative to try new things. It can help one grow and learn from failures. Case in point, the great Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison. Think about that. 1 year is like pulling teeth, 27 years. Oh my goodness. 27 years. That's a lifetime for some. However, instead of giving up, he used the 27 years to educate himself and plan for the future. So when you are stumped, or when it seems like you are, take the initiative to try new things. Take on challenges that help build resilience. Initiative encourages creativity. I like a quote that says, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Mandela had the courage to continue. He was aggressive. He was relentless. And the rest is history. He has become a beloved leader and a symbol of hope for millions. So take the initiative. L is for learning. Seeing failures as an opportunity to learn helps you to develop a growth mindset and a positive attitude towards challenges. One of my heroes is Richard Branson, Sir Richard Branson. He's experienced many failures in his career, experienced failures in his first business, that record store. However, he used each failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. And he attributes a lot of his success to lessons that he learned from his failures. And today, he is one of the most successful entrepreneurs and leaders in the world with a net worth of billions. I like a quote that says, "It is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which you have failed by default." And that's a great quote by J.K. Rowling, and it's true. You failed if you don't take a step in learning and growing. Understanding is our next letter, and this is understanding the cause of the failure. You're going to look at cause and effect. What caused the failure? Understanding the root cause of failure. It helps you identify areas for improvement and helps you develop effective solutions. One of the solutions that I teach for problem solving to my students is what I call the DIGCIV approach. And I want to give you a very quick lesson on the DIGCIV approach, the DIGCIV approach. I want to give you this actionable tool for you to take back and for you to use to determine what to do next. And it's the DIGCIV, DIGCIV, spelled just like that, CIV. And what does it stand for? The D is for you to define whatever the failure is. Define the failure, define it. Don't run away from it. Look it in the eye and say, this is the cause. And if it's you, of course, fess up. I am the cause of the failure. Now, it's not every single failure that you are the cause of. Sometimes there's just what we call enterprise environmental factors, circumstances beyond your control. So define the failure and identify the root cause. And you can do this with a team. You can do this alone, but just do it. And then generate alternatives for your comeback. These alternatives are going to help you refire with a vengeance. So you need to go back to the drawing board, my friends, and generate alternatives. And then you need to choose the best alternative. And then you need to implement the alternative on the next go round. I remember taking a test over and over and over again and failing the test and take it again and fail the test. And it was about Microsoft Project because I'm a scheduler and I wanted to get this certification and I couldn't get in. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go for the biggest of all of them. I'm not going for the little one anymore. I'm going for the big certification. And I generated alternatives. I decided this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. I chose the best alternative. I implemented that alternative and it worked because I got certified as an MCTS, Microsoft Certified Technology Specialist in Microsoft Project. But the little test I was taking from a different organization was causing me a lot of angst. And I decided I'm going for an even bigger certification. But that was my game plan. What is your game plan, my friend? You got to define, identify, generate, choose the best and implement it. The action, my friend, of implementing is what a lot of people lack. They know what happened, but they don't try a different mousetrap. Let's talk about Bill Gates. He dropped out of Harvard to start Microsoft, And he experienced a lot of failures along the way, including a failed product launch and even a lawsuit. However, he used each failure as an opportunity to better understand the needs of his customers and improve his products. This led to the creation of some of the most successful products in history, including Windows and Office. Now, before all the naysayers start picking up stones, I want you to really think about what this man has done for the information technology space, software and hardware alike. I know they're always going to be naysayers, but that's part of failing forward. You ignore the naysayers and you move forward. The R is for resilience, being resilient in the face of failure. It can help one bounce back. Take a look at Michael Jordan's quote. He said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games 26 times. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Wow. I've failed over and over and over. I've learned over and over and over. You replace the word with learning. I've been resilient over and over and over. I've had staying power, and that is why I succeed. And this quote, my friend, it highlights the importance of persistence and resilience in the face of adversity, in the face of failure. Jordan, he knows. He's experienced many setbacks, but he views those setbacks as an opportunity for a comeback. And that's why he's one of the greatest in the field. Some people would say he is, but the bottom line is to grow by embracing failure and using it as a stepping stone, my friend, to success. Jordan was able to become one of the greatest of all time. Also in this vein, there's a remarkable individual. His name is Nick Vujicic. And Nick was born without arms and legs. You find him all over the web. He's so popular now, and he faced numerous physical and emotional challenges. But this guy does everything from diving to golfing. It's amazing. And without arms and legs, and he's still going strong. You see, as a child, he struggled with depression. The kids at school, they were bullies. They were awful, as many kids are these days. But he had thoughts of suicide, and he eventually found a sense of purpose through his faith. And he's become an inspirational speaker. He used to learn his mouth and toes to do things a lot of people take for granted. I mean, he types his own emails, he plays sports, he's become an inspirational speaker, sharing his story worldwide to millions and millions of people. Despite facing many obstacles, his resilience and determination have allowed him to achieve success. His parents, when he was born, were despondent and discouraged. His mom didn't get any flowers. But despite all of those setbacks, it was an opportunity for Nick to develop a comeback. Now he's one of the most popular inspirational speakers in the world. The E, the final letter, Edison. My goodness, what an inspiration this man is. Edison said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that it won't work." By experimenting and trying new things, Edison was eventually able to create a successful, practical light bulb that revolutionized the world. Edison is one of our heroes when it comes to experimentation, experimenting with new ideas, trying it over and over and over and over again until it succeeds, understanding what works and what doesn't. Embracing experimentation, my friends, allows you to take risks and explore new possibilities. By experimenting, you become more innovative and creative and discover new ways to achieve success. My friends, we have covered all the 7 letters. Failure, but failing forward. Flexibility, accountability, initiative, learning, understanding, resilience, and experimentation. Each letter is a big overarching idea for you to catapult yourself into the future of success, because success is a series of failures moved forward, my friends. Be adaptable, be open to change, take responsibility for your actions, try new things, bounce back ability, experiment, and by embracing all of these concepts, my friends, I assure you, you will be next level successful, because that's what success is. It's a series of failures propelling you forward in the right direction. And to round up, my friends, remember again, success is a series of failures in the right direction. For leadership training, coaching, mentoring, career building, project management training, and development, go to pmanonymous.com, my friends. It's been a pleasure speaking to you today. I wish you all the very best in your endeavors. Keep moving forward towards your destination, towards your goal. And before you know it, you're going to succeed. Bye for now.